Hello everybody and welcome back. Jeff again, coming to you with Minecraft Vanilla Server. And it's been a while since I recorded a video, but I wanted to show you guys that I'm not dead from the server. It's because I've been working on some stuff. I wanted to show you guys the progress that I have made. So basically, if you can see, I've marked this area out here in my ocean. And what I've done is I've gone around the entire border and marked the entire border with netherrack. So this is just off of the map, and this is just on the map. So I went around and did the entire thing, netherrack all the way around, and I started on the process of bringing some snow back and starting to fill it in. It's going to take a while to do that, but I've got a little bit better of an idea because I took care of those edges. Those edges actually took care of themselves, but I had to take care of a little spot in here where there was clay underneath the water, and it was actually showing up as a different color on the map. But I figured that this is going to be my card base. If you can see right here, it's not going to go, I'm not going to do the whole border in white. I'm going to leave the outsides blue, and my card's going to be about this size right here. So that's what I'm working on filling in. And I marked the center with just the red marks. So that's actually theoretically in the center of this map right here. So it's oops, wrong button. It's 64 blocks of snow up here. Up to this first piece right here. It's 64 blocks underneath there, and then 64 blocks from here on. So the center is theoretically these two squares. Now, the weird thing is I think I went out, it's 64 blocks one way from here, but only 63 the other. I don't know, really weird way the math worked out. So either way, I think I've done like 40 blocks each way. Let's actually count them real quick because I kind of want to have them counted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be 5 every fifth one, essentially. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just like that. So it's, you know, from here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So it's like 41 up until this point. And let's see if I keep this going the other direction and see exactly what happens. It's a weird off number. I gotta make sure I get it even. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like counting with Jeff here. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. 2. That doesn't make any sense. That makes zero sense at all. Oh, no. I guess so. Okay, this actually makes perfect sense because if I move these over 1, see, there's 1 extra off the bat on this side. Because that's actually the center. And if I do this, here we go. Now it's going to be exactly even. So there we go. So now it's exactly even. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 41. But this is like the center block. I don't know. It's very strange the way that this coincidentally worked out with the way the centers are. But I think I can work with that. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. And what I've noticed is the lighting does not update on this map here. So I can actually keep this thing nice and lit up, which I was afraid of. Now, this part of it isn't the only part that took up so much of my time. Let me show you guys what I have been working on off camera. I've moved the nether portal so that I now come into it here, and I've given myself a little base outside of the area of the map so I can stand outside of the map and feel just fine with my portal and all this stuff. The part that took the most amount of time was this. This is one straight shot about 1,600 blocks this direction, and then a tunnel that goes down into a piece of the tunnel that already exists. So this is what took me a long time to do, and I'm thinking about putting some rail through here. The weird issue with the rail is I could easily put rail in here. I can probably get rail all the way back to where I need it to be because we have an iron golem farm now, and therefore rail is pretty much an unlimited possibility because all a rail is iron and wood. So it will not be hard to make a rail that comes all the way down here. The problem is I'm at a lack of gold, and if you assume that every 10 blocks or so that you will need a powered rail in order to get there, that means every 100 blocks you need 10 powered rails. Every 1,000 blocks you need 100 powered rails, and therefore I need about 150 plus powered rails in order to make a minecart track get all the way over here. Not saying it's impossible, and I'm not saying I'm not going to do it because this is going to be a long journey to traverse every time, but I don't know if I have the gold in order to make that happen is the problem, because, you know, powered rails are not exactly what you call cheap. So unfortunately, I think this might be a traveling journey, or what I can do is I can dig it out the rest of the way and actually have it like 3 tall and 3 wide so I can ride a horse back and forth through here, but that would take a significant amount of time to go through and do that as well, because right now it's just some scary claustrophobic tunnel. And the thing is, I don't want this to be a place that people actually come out to. Once I make the cards, I don't want this place to ever get visited again, because that risks ruining the deck of cards, because it's only one template and then only opening each map for each card up there. Either way, I will meet you guys when we are back at the base. Maybe speed this up and really fast so you can see how long it actually takes, because I still got, you know, about 800 blocks to go before I get to where this thing opens up. So I'll see you guys in a moment. And we are back. As you can see, it is not a quick journey by any stretch of the imagination. My door is open. So, been a little tedious going back and forth. But I also came back here for a reason. Not only to collect more snow to send out there, but I caught part of BTC's stream the other day, and I know that there's a present waiting for me outside. I know a little bit about what it is, but not too much because I didn't want to ruin the fun. But TheWalkingDad got his way on here through a guest pass. And I guess WalkingDad's an awesome guy, by the way. I've talked about him on the channel before. Met him and his family over at, you know, PAX South, and he's a very big advocate and supporter of many Minecrackers, and I really enjoy that guy and his family and his passion and his just what they do. And I mean, he's the one who made the big banner that I've showed off before. Really awesome guy. And I guess he won this guest pass and came on with BTC. And what he wanted to do, coming on with BTC, what he wanted to do was prank me, which makes me feel awesome because, I mean, I don't know. It just makes me feel awesome. WalkingDad, I love you. You're amazing. So I knew he was building something about a story that I told with an SUV. I think this has to, so he built the story, speed limit 5, Jeff, your stories didn't make the best videos. Oh, thank you, WalkingDad. I think this is modeling the story I just recently told, actually, about the guy and his an asshole vanity plate. Awesome. That's the guy in the big white Yukon SUV who decided to try to threaten my life when I was 16 years of age, and my father had to go and address him in his cop uniform and all that stuff. This is pretty sweet. I like, oh yeah, the dirt road and everything. So I really wanted to come show off and check it out like in person what this was, because I only watched a bit of it on BTC's stream, and then I tried to get people to donate so that he would dance on stream, but BTC wouldn't dance anyway. Either way, it was sweet. So this is gonna stay here for a little while. I like additions to my house. I actually think last time I was over at Chad's place, the police cars and stuff are still over at Chad's place. So this will probably be one of those staples that ends up staying here for a while. The dirt road might turn into a snowy road, just to mix in more with the motif of the place. I don't know. I haven't thought about it too much yet, but I wanted to make sure I showed that off because I do appreciate things like that. Oh, I really don't have that much snow left, do I? That's unfortunate. I'm going to get as much of this stuff as I possibly can into an ender chest, because the more of all of this stuff that I get over there now, the less of it I have to try to transport back in the future. There we go. That's actually all of it. So that's awesome. Everything is in here so that I can get back over there and get it set up on that side of the world. Do I have wood? I think I have a bunch of wood over on that side of the world. I want to look at how much gold I have. I know I still haven't organized this. There's 28. A block of gold, so 9 more. Let's see. Ooh, 64 and 24. Because if I can make this easier to get back and forth, I definitely will. And I know I'm going through every single one of these, and theoretically it's marked with what it should be. It's really not. I haven't worked on this thing in a while. I have 3 powered rails already. 3. Jesus. Good God, you scared the crap out of me. I thought Zisto came and visited. And I was sad when I realized it was not Zisto. I guess I could theoretically make a gold. I wonder if Doc has... Oh, I don't have any gold in there. I wonder if Doc has a gold farm anywhere. Doc's the farm man. I don't know if he's got a gold farm. Let me look real quick. I don't have any more gold. So this is what I got. I've got 64 and 24 gold. Is it worth it? 4 nuggets. I had a couple more nuggets somewhere else. Okay, so let me take a look real quick at a powered rail. I gotta remember exactly how to make a powered rail. Minecraft powered rail, and it costs. I wish you could still do the old minecart trick, because I could easily do that. God, 6 gold per. Basically, per powered rail is 6 gold, a redstone. Well, it's for 6 powered rails. 6 gold, a redstone, and a stick. So, equates to 1 gold per powered rail. This gives me 88 powered rail, which would not be enough to get all the way to the end, which is unfortunate. And I honestly don't think that it would be... Let me turn this off. That it would be worth it to use my rails like that. Oh, one thing I was going to test, actually, because I've been thinking about the way this is going to work with the cards. And I want the cards to be labeled in an anvil, so when you hover over them, I can name this like the, Ace of Spades. And it's going to call it the Ace of Spades. Now, the problem with that is, if you play this game with I think I want to have one deck that's called the Ace of Spades, and in another deck, I want them to be completely blank. Because if you play with a dealer, if I didn't set this up in some way, shape, or form, that you would have, like, let's say you had cards, you obviously couldn't have them down here and just, like, do a queue on them, because if you did that, like, as a dealer, you would go over and see what the card was, and then you'd throw it out to somebody else, and that would be a problem. However, if you made it in such a way that the dealer had them up here like this, so the dealer dealt them out, even if they were in the inventory here, you just wouldn't hover over them. You'd have to like throw them out like that to players, because yeah, how is that going to work? I want to make this automated. Why is that dog standing up all of a sudden? So I want to figure out if somehow you could do this. You can't even just look straight up in the air to deal them out, can you? It's going to have to pretty much be automated. However, I want to know if I can name something nothing. Or if I name them all, I only brought one. If I name everything card, we're going to test. I named this card so that it's named card and it shows me exactly what's over there right now. Now, in theory, I have... Oh, I left it way over there. Oh, I took them all out. Crap. I can't test until I get back to the other side of the world. And actually, I still can't test when I'm at the other side of the world because of the way that this is. I want to know basically, essentially, if I can name something. Card. Again, I can come into the nether and do it. Yeah, I can. Let me just grab a bunch of iron and then I can come into the nether and do it when I get back to the other side. If I name multiple of the maps the same name, are they still going to be different maps? Like, and that's the thing is I don't know the answer to. Crap, I need one more. Yeah, I need one more block. 1927. Yeah, I think this is how you make an anvil. Like that? Or is it the other way around? Ah, there it is. So I'm going to bring me an anvil over to the other side. I'll bring this iron with me as well. So we're going to head all the way back over to the other side of the world. And I will see you guys. You've already seen the journey once. You don't need to see it again. So I can test this, and I got all my snow and stuff going out there, and we will kind of move on from there. So I will see you guys momentarily for you, and in about an hour for me. No, it's really not that long, but in about 10 minutes or so. Okay, guys, I made it all the way back out here, and I actually found a little bit better way to do it. If you go forward, and let's see if I can actually do it for you right now. This is great. It helped me tremendously. It took a little bit longer to get there, but it's not nearly really that big of a deal. If I started running, and granted it only lasts for so long, I alt-tabbed out of the screen, and hopefully I'm still recording, but I'm not pressing any buttons right now, and I'm just running. So he stops running after a while and starts walking, but it actually worked amazing. It let me do some other things in other windows while I was messing with all this stuff. But what I came out here to do is I dropped off all the snow so I can start putting that snow up there. It's a little bit dangerous right now because there's a lot of mobs and stuff around. I need to get a bed out here. But what I wanted to do was test. So essentially you can see, since that chunk shouldn't be loaded right now, this is what card is. Like the one I have called card. I went and picked up my other map, which I had created. It's called map 43. It should be an old version. Yeah, there we go. It's one of the original versions. So essentially this is how this whole thing works. Is this I made. I haven't loaded this map up since all this stuff. You can even see the edges of this are still a little bit, you know, blocky with... I don't quite know where the edges went on this one because I didn't do anything to the edges of this screen. So this is kind of weird that this has those edges there in dirt, but I don't know what happened to it. Either way, it's going to be fine. Maybe it just wasn't... I hadn't loaded... Oh, you know what? That's what it is. I hadn't loaded that area yet, so it didn't know what was there, and it turned out it's all ocean, so it's good. Either way... I want to take this anvil now. You guys probably know the answer to this, but I don't. So we have this one called card. I'm going to put this down and also call this card. It should, in theory, still be map number 43. Ah, yes, but they are different. So I can name them the same thing to mask what the cards are, which is good. I don't know if that's needed or not. I think, like I said, I'm going to have 2 decks. One of them is going to be named everything so that you can see it in your inventory what the name is, and it's going to be based on automatic dispensing of out of the system. The other one is going to just call them all card so that it's masked unless you physically look at it in case the games turn out to need to be played that way. And then I always have a backup deck of cards as well that you can make, because right now in theory all I need to do is to duplicate one of these cards. I just take another map and put it in the same crafting window as this map, and it should be a duplicate of whatever this map is. It should work. It should work that way, I think. I hope it works that way. Either way, I think this is coming along very, very nicely. I will leave that anvil there for now, so it's not really that big of a deal. This area is not safe, as you can see. There are lots of bad things around. I'm going to put both of these cards back. It doesn't really matter what they have on them right now because they are, you know, I haven't even made a single card at the present moment yet, but I'm going to go through and start putting down some more snow to get this area all covered in. So that's pretty much what my plan is for a while, is to make this area a snow-covered whiteness, which is going to take me a couple more rounds of snow to get a hold of to do that with. When I make mistakes like this, I'm just not really caring and killing it because I got to go do a lot more snow collection at Doc's Snow Farm anyway. I could bring my own snowman out here and do it on this side of the world as well if I feel like it. I don't know if I'm going to do that because it's a lot more efficient to use Doc's Snow Farm, and I have to go back and forth a lot either. Anyways, so this episode is not like this crazy good episode where I'm like, hey guys, this is an awesome story, like look at all this cool stuff. I just wanted you guys to see what I had been working on for a while, that I have not abandoned this project. It's just a lot of off-camera work, which is going to make it so that, you know, that's really, I think that duped actually, because I don't think I hit that again. But it's going to make it so that there's going to be less frequent Mindcrack episodes coming out just in general, because a lot of my time on the Mindcrack server is going to be spent AFKing stuff. I think it'll be better if I bring you guys back in later when I get all the snow. I mean, I might do episodes in the interim. It's like the rest of my life is not doing this, but they'll just have nothing to do with this. When I bring you back in out here, unless something really cool happens, it's going to be when the area is all white and I'm designing the cards. So my plan is sadly not to design the cards such as like the Jack, Queen, King. You know, you can get those really fancy ones and show off the fact that, you know, the pictures of the Jack, Queen, King, all that fun stuff. I'm probably not going to do that. It's probably going to have a suit right in the middle and a number in the upper left corner. Maybe even upper left and bottom right corners. And not upside down either. I might make it upside down. I don't know. I'll take a look at that when it comes through. I just think it will take way too much time and be way too time consuming if I were to design like the Jacks and the Kings and the Queens and all that stuff in the way that you see them in a standard deck of cards. I don't know. Unless somebody can send me, like if you counted out the dimensions that we went through with this thing and you wanted to actually design the cards for me and send me a graph of exactly what color, you know, wools I would need and how many it would be, I'll take a look at it and see. I just don't think I have the time or ability to do that on my own at this present moment. So it's going to be a simplified deck of cards, but hey, if that's what you guys want to do for me, I would be extremely grateful, possibly even grateful enough to start parting with some games that I have in my backlog. I have a lot of Steam games. They might not be the most entertaining games ever that have existed, but I have a lot of Steam games that I have Steam codes for that are not redeemed, that I originally purchased or got a hold of for the purposes of giveaways and things like that. And I've been really neglecting my duties of doing giveaways. So yeah, if somebody wants to design me the cards, I would be more than happy to, if I want to use them or whatnot, if they're, you know, what I feel is going to really help me out. You can have a Steam game of your choice out of my collection. So that's all you have to do is, all you have to do is a lot of work that I don't want to do because it'll be way too time consuming. It's really a lot of work. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy where this project is going, and I hope you stick around to see it through its fruition. And I hope that we don't decide to do like a Mindcrack server reset or something like that as I'm making progress toward this goal, because I think it's going to be really fun when this is said and done. There are way easier ways to do this if you have access to the server files, because you could always just make cards by replacing map files with images. But this is the way to actually build them, and that's the design I'm going off of now. It's based on Seth Bling's whiteboard. He was gracious enough to explain to me exactly how that concept worked so that I knew that this was a very possible thing to do. So anyways, guys, Hope you enjoy where this is going. Hit that like button for me if you can. And as always, stay tuned for the next episode. Your guys' support makes these videos possible. So continue to support, show your appreciation, show your likes. And if you're not subscribed yet, might want to think about it. It's a good channel. Get updated on when I put out new videos and stuff. Yep, just all self-promotion at this point right now. All I'm doing. I'm a promotion whore. So maybe I'll title this episode Promotion Whore. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next episode. See ya. One weird thing real quick before this episode is all said and done. I just noticed. Apparently, once you name a card, it doesn't change anymore. So these are, that's very strange. I'm going to pick both of these back up. And yeah, look at this. This is the loaded chunk. This is the area. And I just put all this stuff down. This one, it's harder to tell, but you can see I put down some more of the white. This one, that's really interesting. That is not something I anticipated, because the point of these maps, it doesn't even show me on this map anymore. It thinks I'm in a whole different area, which is weird. And that's actually, depending on how I can make this work, it might be better, because if I create a card and then just name it, it will, except I'm gonna have a problem with my little white dot, because it's going to be wherever I told it I was at. It's just always going to be there. I don't know if it's because I opened it up in the nether. I don't know what's causing that. So if somebody knows, let me know, because that will help me decide half the way that I have to, that I will be creating these cards, because of the fact that I don't want my white dot to interfere with the scheme of the card itself. And I want to know if, so these two compasses or things are like useless now. That's really weird. That is really weird. Anyways, guys, yeah, if you can let me know how that works, I would be very excited to understand that. That being said, I'll see you guys next time.